So, welcome back to Tiny Homes and Travels. This here is going to be our first project on the show. As you can tell, definitely needs a lot of work. Well, we got the full components here for a good boat. A drop down deck for skis, stuff like that. So I really like these seats here. As you can tell, two people can sit in it. One sitting up at the front, one sitting back here. Well, then you can also grab them. And you got a full lounger there, you know. So if you just got one person with you instead of everyone else. You got a seat back here with the cup holder. Another seat over here. Fold these back in. But yeah, you know, there's extra storage underneath of those. Storage there. Here. We got these wells, I want to call them. We're going to go ahead and work on redoing it all. Controls up front. Not a lot of water at all. They all seem to kind of work. A depth gauge, throttle with trim up and down, steering wheel, horn, all your other accessories. Nav one that's broke. Yeah, with the fuses, cigarette thing, cup holder. And then over here with this, you've got down in here, which is basically a cooler. You can tell there is the plug. It will need a lot of cleaning. But I mean, nothing that can't be handled. Right there. So you got a radio, comes out, working on thinking replacing that. I don't know though where any of the speakers are. That's the weird thing. But the controls for it to lock it work. We've got the front window here that does lock, so if you're riding through waves, you know, you can get down low and hit them up wild. And then this compartment down here that does shoot up in the front a little bit. So like I was saying, you can put some skis, chairs, whatever you got in there. And then you get up to the front bow here. Cushions all the way around. This one's missing it, but we'll work on replacing that. Everything we got to kind of build up. But seeing more, there's another prop down in there. More storage for all of our life jackets. This side also. The front, there's nothing, just a platform. And then when we get back here, we'll go ahead and pull this off. So the back of those seats aren't actually too bad. Depending on if I decide to like wipe down this vinyl and see if we can salvage it. I don't know, we might change it up when we go to do the floors. Like I said, this is kind of all, ooh, big old hornet's nest. It's got the top for it. It does need to be work done, you know, of course. That is completely done. Will need to be all replaced, but it flips up. It's got a nice back little swim deck. And then let's get this part open, which I feel like everyone here has been waiting for. We'll open it up and show everyone what's on there. So normally this is supposed to kind of flip up like this so that you can still access the motor. We got a 228 Mercury up in here. It's a bad mamma jamma. I've tested it over, I've turned it on, had water going into it, it works. We do need to do some, you know, updates, change the wires and plugs, update the battery. The sump pump down, or the bilge pump, I guess, down in there works. The blower pump over there works. We do got a couple parts on the outboard that need to be replaced. But other than that, it's pretty good. Again, there's some more storage back here. Also on the other side. Thinking about possibly adding some extra like reserve tanks, those little like Jeep canister things, just to kind of make it so that we're out and about and you don't realize the fuel gauge is broken or something random. We're still good. So this just folds back over top of that, sits up there like this, and then you place the seats in here. Seats in there like that, and you're good to rock and roll. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 11, 12 people I believe on here. But let's get out there and check out the hull, see how that looks. If you guys have any suggestions about what I should do, what I should add to it, definitely thinking about adding a navigational up there just so I have it. You know, rather know where I'm at than not. There's good foot things under there. The controls all here, all work. Throttle only. Need to probably pull that off and make sure that all those wires back here and up in here are nice and tight. Alrighty, let's get out there and look at the outside. Alright, sorry for the bad view. I'm in my tight garage, so it's kind of bad, but whatever. Swim deck here. More than likely, I'm going to look into replacing it. Either build my own or seeing about how much it's going to cost to have one that's already made. Added on there. Then we've got the outboard motor here. Yeah, you got some normal water tear. The fin's a little busted, but you know, replaceable part. This prop here, still good. No big dings and dents on that. The boot up in here is busted. So I'm going to look into replacing that also. Here's the throttle and depth gauge, so we can make sure how far we're going down. On the outside though, the frame, trailer came with it. Good. We'll need the rewire, but you know, that happens. It's normal wear and tear stuff with trailers. Boat from like, I believe it's a 1988 4-winn. Here's that part that was missing from the inside. The one other part that it was completely bad. Dry rotted out from underneath or behind it. So yeah. But for the most part, this outside here is pretty good. I feel like with a nice buff, we'd be able to get it looking pretty shabby. But not too bad here. Got nice front points. Navigational lights, definitely going to have to look into those. These ones aren't working. And then let's go look at the other side. There is one spot that I do want to show you guys. I like how deep this V is though. Absolutely, it's going to ride tremendously awesome, I feel like. I don't know. It's going to ride really good. But let's go look at that other side. Alrighty, so we're on this side here. Can look kind of all the way down there. Oh, look, what's that? That's the drain for the cooler, I guess I'm going to call it, from up there. Is that passenger side front table. So here's some marks here, some there. And the big thing I was kind of looking at is that there. But as you can tell, it's not all the way through. So I have a feeling like I should be able to fix it. I'm going to try and basically fiberglass, epoxy it, whatever I can kind of do that I can find. I'm going to try and do. This up here, I'm going to go through, give it a nice good cleaning. put some harder chemicals on it maybe to help pull this off, like I don't even know, like some mold or something killer. Wipe it down, getting it nice and looking good. And then we'll start working on the interior here, getting the seats fixed, seeing whether or not we're going to keep it like this up here. Other than this one here where I might have to rebuild that one, I don't think it's too bad. I wouldn't mind having them up here. Like, this is some nice stuff. I am going to look into seeing about finding the actual clip-on cover so that when I store it and stuff like that, it doesn't get to this way again. Like, redo this one here, pull some of them off here and see what we got to do. Go through, double check everything, make sure it's good. But yeah, make sure it's good. Go through, check everything. The horn will need to be replaced. The navigational lights. Thinking about upgrading like the ski pole part on it. And that's just so if I decide to tow anybody or somebody needs help or something, I can hook up and properly pull it without messing up my boat or messing up their boat, or being able to pull somebody on a tube and actually have fun without it feeling like you're going to hurt somebody or get hurt or something along those lines there. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'm open for any ideas. If you guys have, hey, this is the type of vinyl I think you should look into, or the type of foam, please leave that link below. I'm going to try and figure out what I need to do for the plywood. Like I said, the floors need to be redone. But for being a cheap boat, I think I paid about $500 for it, with the trailer. With motor runs, it goes forward and reverse. I can't really complain there. A little bit of work, elbow grease to put it in. It floats, so yeah. If you guys want to continue to watch it, watch the rebuild of it, stick around, and you'll get to see it all. It will take some time between the videos, but things happen, so we'll get there. Alrighty, like and subscribe, and if you guys have any other comments, leave them down below and let me know. Alrighty, thanks. Bye.